everyone, it's Gwen and today I'm going to read to you from Alice Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. This book is in the public domain. Chapter 10, Shaking. She took her off the table as she spoke and shook her backwards and forwards with all her might. The Red Queen made no resistance whatever, only her face grew very small and her eyes got large and green, and still, as Alice went on shaking her, she kept growing shorter and fatter and softer and rounder and... Chapter 11, Waking. And it really was a kitten after all. Your Majesty shouldn't purr so loud, Alice said, rubbing her eyes and addressing the kitten respectfully yet with some severity. You woke me up out of such a nice dream. And you've been with me, Kitty, all through the Looking Glass world. Did you know it, dear? It is a very inconvenient habit of kittens, Alice had once made the remark, that whatever you say to them, they always purr. If they would only purr for yes, and then mew for no, or any rule of that sort, she had said, so that one could keep up a conversation. Oh, but how can you talk with a person if they always say the same thing? On this occasion, the kitten only purred, and it was impossible to guess whether it meant yes or no. So, Alice hunted among the chessmen on the table till she had found the Red Queen, and then she went down on her knees on the hearthrug and put the kitten and the Queen to look at each other. Now, Kitty, she cried, clapping her hands triumphantly. Confess that this is what you turned into. But it wouldn't look at it, she said, when she was explaining the thing afterwards to her sister. It turned away its head and pretended not to see it. But it looked a little ashamed of itself, so I think it must have been the Red Queen. Sit up a little more stiffly, dear, Alice replied with a merry laugh. And curtsy when you're thinking what to purr. It saves time, remember? And she caught it up and gave it one little kiss, just in honour of it having been a Red Queen. Snowdrop, my pet, she went on, looking over her shoulder at the white kitten, which was still patiently undergoing its toilet. When will Dinah have finished with you, your White Majesty, I wonder? That must be the reason you were so untidy in my dream. Dinah, do you know you're scrubbing the White Queen? Really, it's most disrespectful of you. And what did Dinah turn into? I wonder. She prattled on as she settled comfortably down with one elbow on the rug and her chin in her hands, to watch the kittens. Tell me, Dinah, did you turn into Humpty Dumpty? I think you did. However, you'd better not mention it to your friends just yet, for I'm not sure. By the way, Kitty, if only you'd really been with me in my dream, there was one thing you would have enjoyed. I had such a quality of poetry said to me, all about fishes. Tomorrow morning you shall have a real treat. All the time you're eating breakfast, I'll repeat the walrus and the carpenter to you, and then you can make believe it's oysters, dear. Now, Kitty, let's consider who it was that dreamed all this. This is a serious question, my dear, and you should not go on licking your paw like that, as if Dinah hadn't washed you this morning. You see, Kitty, it must have been either me or the Red King. He was part of my dream, of course, but then I was part of his dream too. Was it the Red King, Kitty? You were his wife, dear. You ought to know. Oh, Kitty, do help settle it. I'm sure your paw can wait. But the provoking kitten only began on the other paw and pretended it hadn't heard the question. Which do you think it was? And that was the final chapter of Alice Through the Looking Glass. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be back soon with some brand new stories, and in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to the Autism First YouTube channel. See you soon!